They're not making millions no more. They're making billions. And they're spending it fast as they make it. I want a piece of that for my men.
Biden administration officials are urging the dock workers union and the shipping industry to return to the negotiating table ahead of a looming strike.
These people today don't know what a strike is. When my men hit the streets, from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down.
Those crucial hubs responsible for nearly 35% of all U.S. imports and exports.
Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships. Malls start closing down. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. They're going to be like this.
The U.S. Maritime Alliance, representing the shippers and ports, says it's committed to negotiating. The Biden administration urging both sides to negotiate fairly and quickly.
They know what they want, and if they don't, then I have to go into the street and we have to fight for what we rightfully deserve.
If you're a teacher, punch out. We are officially on strike.
Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract and let's move on with this world. In today's world, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you, and you have no idea what that means.
This is not a drill. Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing that the ports and shipping containers that handle over 50% of our imports and close to 75% of our exports are completely shut down. No food, no cars, no electronics, $5 billion per day gone. You need to stick around because what I've discovered will be crucial to you and might drastically affect the price of Bitcoin. I'm Rustin, head of news at Simply Bitcoin, and we have some massive news to get to. Send it. All right, folks, let's get straight to the facts. This isn't just your average labor dispute. 45,000 dock workers at 36 ports from Maine to Texas are walking off the job this Tuesday. They're demanding wage increases and protection from automation. The last time something like this happened was in 1977. But back then, we weren't this dependent on foreign imports. You know what's at stake? 40% of our containerized imports. $5 billion per day in economic damage. That's how much this strike could cost. And what's worse, every day they strike, it takes 6 days to catch up. Check this out. A 5-day strike could paralyze the ports for a month. Think about that when you're wondering why the shelves are empty or why your Amazon order keeps getting delayed. Now, if that's not enough chaos for you, let's add global rate cuts into the mix. China's slashing rates, Europe's on the same path, and the US and the Fed, well, we know what's coming there. And you know what all this means, right? More money printing, just like in March 2020, and what usually follows that? Oh yeah, inflation. Massive freaking inflation. And don't forget Hurricane Helen. We've got a Katrina-level storm wreaking havoc. Which means with all of this going on, wars, natural disasters, economic downturns, we're looking at trillions of dollars in emergency relief and beyond. All of this is fueling the money printers, the same printers that have devalued fiat for years. And remember, when fiat burns, where do you go? Bitcoin, but hold on because things just got interesting. Remember March 2020? Bitcoin crashed. It was a bloodbath. People panicked, but what happened after that? Bitcoin didn't just recover, it mooned. Every bearish bet, every model, throw it in the trash because right now we're facing a storm that makes 2020 look like a picnic. So how does the port strike tie into Bitcoin? Well, picture this. Supply chains shut down, inflation rages, and central banks flood the market with what? Freshly printed cash. Investors start looking for safe havens. Gold, sure, but there's something better. Bitcoin. Gold's hitting new all-time highs, but guess what? Bitcoin's the new gold. The moment these fiat systems start collapsing under their own weight, for more on that, you're going to want to check out Dante's episode on the dollar obesity theory. It's awesome. But where does the smart money go? The smart money moves into Bitcoin. Don't believe me? Look at the rate cuts look at the money printing and tell me the same thing won't happen again. Now, some of you might be thinking, what if Bitcoin crashes again, just like March 2020? It's big finish time. Let's bring it home. But first, look at our likes.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Help us spread the sound money gospel and keep the lights on. Like, subscribe, give us a pap while we take a moment to recognize our sponsors, the masters of Bitcoin self-custody, the Bitcoin Way. Simply Bitcoin Originals are powered by the Bitcoin Way. They are your IT team in the Bitcoin world. You know, understanding the why of Bitcoin sometimes isn't challenging, especially in clown world, but the how can be. And at the Bitcoin Way, they are here to help bridge that gap, marrying the why to the how. They can help you with all things Bitcoin, from setting up your first wallet and node all the way up to inheritance planning, accepting Bitcoin payments for your business, and all aspects of Bitcoin security and privacy. They even work with their clients on configuring routers, devices, and networks, and just improving their overall digital hygiene. Also, growing interest in UTXO management, the Bitcoin Way has got you covered. All right, now, here's the thing. Even if Bitcoin crashes, remember what happened afterward. Bitcoin came back stronger, faster, and harder than anyone imagined. We're more bullish now than ever before. Do you feel that rumble beneath your feet right now? That's because Godzilla's coming.
All your models will be destroyed. Your political models, everything we learned over 10,000 years. When you're looking backwards, all these people, they want to look at time series of historic stuff. All I see is a bunch of statisticians analyzing people with chariots and bows and arrows and camels and elephants fighting in wars 3,000 years ago, and we show up with explosives and aircraft, and they're trying to back test their models and figure out how explosives and aircraft impact the way they organize their elephants. It's like all the models, they don't really make any sense anymore. If you understand Bitcoin, you realize you got to throw them all away. When Godzilla walks onto the playground, all your models are worthless. They're all going to be destroyed.
Bitcoin is sitting at the crossroads of the biggest macroeconomic storm we've ever seen. The strike, the rate cuts, the money printing, the inflation. It's all lining up perfectly. The fiat system is buckling and the smart money's moving to Bitcoin. This is the most bullish setup in Bitcoin's history. So will the port strike end the Bitcoin bull run? Hell no. It might shake things up, but what comes after? Likely the biggest rally Bitcoin's ever seen. And you know what? We're here for it. An October surprise just met Uptober. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, smash the notification bell, and get ready for what's coming. The world's changing fast, but Bitcoin isn't just surviving, it's thriving. I'm Rustin. We are Simply Bitcoin. No sleep till Valhalla, baby. I'll catch you all on Wednesday. Peace.
If you prefer to go down with the ship, you.